Start with opening statement from Coach Daniels, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes. Coach Daniels.
Sure. Yeah, I thought it was a very weird game. I'll start with that. I thought we jumped out to a 2-0 lead. I didn't think we were playing poorly, but I didn't think we were playing that well. I thought we had a fortuitous bounce, scored a power play goal, and then from there, I thought we hibernated for about a period there until we fell behind 4-2. And you can get a sense as a coach, you know your team pretty well by the time you hit this mark of the year, and we just didn't have any energy on the bench. And it wasn't until that we fell behind. I thought we were taking shortcuts in the game, things that the few times this year when we weren't playing well, for whatever reason we brought that game, and you could sense it just between the shortcuts and some of the things we were doing out there. You could tell we weren't locked in. It was almost at the moment when we fell behind 4-2. Then I thought Andy Huff had a couple of really good shifts, and I thought that was uplifting. Andy Huff scored the tying goal at 4, and then from there I thought it was a pretty even game. Maybe we had the last 5 minutes of the third, we had a couple of really good opportunities off the face-offs, and then in overtime I thought, again, obviously we scored the face-off goal, but it was a highly unusual game from the standpoint that we built a lead that maybe, it came too easy, and then we weren't playing that well, and then we didn't kick it in until we fell behind by 2 goals. And I think in a game of this magnitude, really you see teams coughing up 2 goals leads, and we did, and obviously they did as well. So it was a bit of a strange game.
Questions?
It looked to me in the third period that the team was a little gassed. Was there something to them? I mean, they looked like they weren't skating as well, and.
Yeah, there is. One of the things is, and possibly this was an error on my part. But all year we played 4 lines, and we do it almost religiously. And probably the earliest I ever shut down to 3 lines is usually with about 5 or 6 minutes to go in a 1-goal game, either 1 goal either way or a tie game. Tonight, when we had the 2-goal lead, Anchorage pretty much for quite a while went down to 2 lines. They were playing Bailey every other shift. They were really doing it, and I continued to try to keep rolling 4 lines. I felt like that was an error on my end of things. All of a sudden, we're down 4-2, and we because of the fact that we almost always roll 4, but I went down to 3 really quick. I said, okay, game on here. We got to go, and so it's a little unusual for our team, I believe, in those circumstances, for us to go down. I actually, in some respects, thought it gave us some life. In the third period, I think we were down 4 defensemen as well, and we also have a little bit of an illness situation running through the team, and not to use it as an excuse, but it's certainly, it's a flu bug type situation, and for us right now going into tomorrow, I think it's really important we get a lot of hydration in the guys. For instance, Corey Kane didn't even make it through a practice this week, and he's one of our big horses, and I wasn't even going to put him out for that face-off because I was trying to get Shemp in there here and there, and it was Coach Van Dyke that told me, hey, put him out one more time, and then I said, okay, and he won the draw, so I can't take any credit for that. But so there's some other circumstances surrounding it that at first blush people don't know, but that behind the scenes you realize that, to me, I'm very impressed with the way the guys responded. And I think it's kind of typical. This probably should have been in the opening statement, but one of the things with these guys, they have been through a national title game. They've been through an awful lot, and while I might push the panic button on the bench, they did, and they're pretty cool customers. And even when we fell behind, when we jumped to a lead, I don't think we got overexcited. And certainly, I think a trademark of this team, when we fell behind 4-2, there was no panic. No one panicking, with the exception of me.
Especially in the first period there, he kind of carried you guys and kind of kept you guys engaged there. So talking about what you had tonight.
Well, I thought where CJ really earned high marks is in the third period and overtime. thought he fought the puck a little bit early, and it's a little unusual. He catches a lot of things clean. There's not a lot of rebounds. But if you can think back to the game, especially early on in the second, there was a lot of goal wall scrambles around our net that we don't usually have. You know, I think it says, you know, speaks of the type of goal he is, because I know now when he's fighting it a little bit, and he was handcuffed a few times when it would have been a kill, a face-off, and away we go. But after the second period, I thought the third period and overtime, he was really solid. Clean is the way I like to put it, for the way he played in that.
You talked earlier in the week about how the double overtime took a lot out of your guys, and now you got a couple of guys possibly sick, and you want to look to a short overtime period tonight. But does that change your day plan for tomorrow with the guys?
I don't think so. I think the most important thing is to get a lot to drink, to get a good dinner, and to get to bed. I mean, they are young kids still, so it's not like they'll rebound. They'll be just fine tomorrow. But I think Corey King will be that much better a player tomorrow for it. You know, I think he needed this game. Hockey's the type of sport you can go generally Monday through Thursday and you know, maybe be involved in one flow drill the whole week, and then come out and next thing you know you're in a battle and you're playing every third shift and going into overtime. But I think that this game would have done a world of good as long as he gets the fluids in him and gets his rest tonight. He'll be fine. I'd expect he'll have more energy tomorrow. And you know, we've got some options within the lineup to make some moves, that we get some fresh legs in there as well.
Final question of the night, right there, please.
What kind of game do you expect tomorrow night with Minnesota State?
It'll be a great hockey game. I think this will be a terrific hockey game. They're really, really a good team. I think it's 11 or 12 game unbeaten streak they're on right now, and I think we're at the point. I don't know if it's accurate, Bruce, or not, but I think both teams are probably in the NCAA tournament based on their regular season. So we're all playing for the AQ, but I think what takes precedent tomorrow now is where I think both teams, all eyes are set on the Broadmoor Trophy, and we'll all worry about the NCAA tournament down the road. So it'll be a really good game. They play a high-pace, high-tempo game. They're strong, they're physical, they're a good all-around team, and I think it'll be a great game.